So yeah, I did check because I was worried that it wasn't gonna. I didn't know when it was gonna save the progress, if at all, of the epilogue. It has saved something. We may have to redo a few things, but it has saved some. I'm gonna have to remind myself because it has been 2 weeks now, and a bunch of other things happening. So we're just gonna click continue. Okay. Cool, fast. Starting a bit late. Okay. Really noisy car, thank you. So we've got a little notepad now saying 63 out of 77 plants identified. So I was saying through the game that we're going to have plants that we've not identified. Maybe that's like a replayability thing. But it looks like we get the chance now. So 77 plants and we've done 63. So we'll start as always with poking hellebore. Who doesn't mind being poked. Each to their own. I feel like I've forgotten something, but that's just how it goes. The bio's changed. Oh no, it looks different now. We had an end screen showing what happened to everybody, and it found out that there are multiple endings. So one day. Looks like I moved the plants around as I want to do. I've got a nice purple blue area here, fading into green. Some pinks and reds at the top there and yellow. These are all ones we've identified, except this one we haven't changed the label on, so we're going to do that now. Important. Boink. There we go. Some of them look a bit... Alright, these are the random ones that didn't match in colour. Excuse me. There we go. And these purple ones are our probablys, ones we think we've identified, but it's not been officially ascertained. Actually going to sneeze as well. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I turned off the camera, didn't turn off the mic. Too many buttons now. Sorry about that. Our yellow labels are for maybes, we're not sure. And then of course we've got our elixirs on the end. So we've only actually got one plant currently that we have no idea what it is. So let's see if we need... Oh great, now I'm going to be all snuffly. Bloody pollen. Nothing more to do. We don't have any, clues and cards because we're all finished with the main game. So we're just going to see who's out. Just continue our job. Simone Green. Right, this happened right at the end of last stream. It's good to see you too, Hellebore. It has been a while. You seem as relaxed as ever, though. Nothing ever phases you, does it? I must admit I've been buried in my books and seem to have missed all the excitement. I hear you and your plants had a part to play, though. I've been collating some information on a selection of plants for a little book I'm putting together. I was hoping you could help me finish identifying all these plants. It's what we do. Let's start with the moonlight flower, Bella Nox. I've always loved that one. Right, notes. I threw them on the floor last time, thinking we were done. Let me see if I can pick them up. Pick them up, brush them off. Here we go. Oh dear, excuse me. Bella Nox. It's for causes madness, desire, and lures you in. Sure you want to have that one? Is it called the moonlight flower? Yeah, moonlight flower. Alright, Bella Nox. Excuse me. Who do we think? Alright, it's in a maybe pile. So it's the one we had tagged as Widow's Woe for a long time and then realised it was wrong at the very end. Very pretty plants, but we're not sure, so we may get some Rising Dread. Yes, Black Wolf. There is an Audrey in the shop. I just keep in my distance. Still a little bit freaked out by that film. Watched it too young, I think. Yes, we did it. Oh, don't wiggle. Oh dear. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, it's gonna be yawning times. Didn't get great sleep. Okay, Bellanox has been confirmed. We just put it down here and put it in its correct place next time. Spring wax cap. That's a mushroom, isn't it? Yes, it is, Simone. And we think... I mean, we've got it, haven't we? I think we've already confirmed spring wax cap. There aren't many mushrooms, so I can scroll and find it. Right, guys. No, famous last words. I ain't got it, man. I'm embarrassed. Oh, it's in a maybe. I thought we definitely had it. Again, looking at the wrong place. Spring wax cap, this rather kind of half-finished looking plant. She's just here to help us ramp through it, isn't it? Get it done. Oh, I'm all snuffly. Bear with me. Damn pollen. So, spring wax cap sorted. Boink. Getting it done. I am not going to say, oh, we're going to start a new game today. Because I keep saying things like that and it just keeps rolling on. Haverage. Some romantic soul once gave me a stem of haverage. I think I offended the poor boy when I gagged on the scent. He took it as a bad omen. Yeah. I don't know, I've had phases of hay fever. I had it really bad as a child, then I kind of got past it. And the last couple of years, onslaught, have to take allergy tablets from about March to September. I don't want to risk like testing it, you know, to see exactly which one or two I'm bothered by. Could even be grass, which is like, well, no problems there then. Haverage. Oh. Alright, it's not ringing a bell. Oh, it's a pretty one. So it must smell bad? Overpoweringly sickly sweet. That could bother some people, but it's very pretty. Like a white lily of the valley type plant, flowers. Thanks, Simone. How handy you were writing that book to help us identify some of the plants right at the end here. That's 3. I think I'll give Fool's Midnight a miss, thanks. Well, then why am I giving it to her? Fool's Midnight, I think that was one of the nicknames, so finally my nicknames list is coming in. Very professionally written down on a bit of scrap paper. I can find it. I've got Fool's Hope. Fool's Midnight. Oh, it's an aphrodisiac. That's why she's a little bit... Fool's Midnight. Oh, it's the creepy one. We had this one for ages. This purple... I know, all mushrooms look like they are gnome hats, which I love. So it's a purple gnome hat with red splodges on. We had it for such a long time and like right near the end. Shouldn't there be an apostrophe there? Apparently not. Right at the end we managed to name it. So it's an aphrodisiac mushroom. Who knew? You think Fool's Midnight is midday? I guess if you're a proper fool. Could be. I appreciate seeing you here, Black Wolf. I thought maybe you were a Wildermyth sort of person. You know, a lot of people come along, you know, just on the first time just because they like the game, which is totally understandable. So, that's nice. Ooh, Demel sounds nice. I wonder if that's what Mum puts in her tea. I've always thought she must have a secret ingredient that makes it extra soothing. So I'm being really cynical. It's like, your mum has drugged you. Demel. Okay, here it is. I'm going to have to do a quick inspection. It smells bland. What does it do then if it smells bland and she like thinks it's nice in a tea? Oh, it lowers anxiety. That would be a pleasant time. We're just rocketing through them. Is she just going to stand there and do all of them? And that's going to be the stream. Demo sorted. At least I'm getting them right, you know. getting them right. We're going to have a lot to sort out. Maybe I should do it. I'm going to try and sort out the ones we've got. I didn't realise she was going to go on a mission about it. Oh, yeah. It's always good to check out new games. This is like the epilogue, though. I'm not sure it's going to give us any spoilers for the ending. I managed to put almost the entire playthrough in a collection, apart from the very first episode. God, don't do that. People are going to see when I do the bunny ears, air quotes. Alright, so we've got blue. Oh, that's going to be a bit of a squish, isn't it? Okay, I'm just going to put the spring wax cap on the end here because it's reddish and it's quicker. So we've got mostly blue purple, which are all the way down the end. I'm going to put the Fool's Midnight. Yes, I do spend a lot of time sorting out my plants. It's very soothing, but also a little bit spooky. Well, it was, but we sorted everything out, so now it's just soothing. Bella Nox, nice and purple. What kind of shade are we looking at? So I'm trying to tend towards the reddish on the top shelf there. It's a bit more bluish down the bottom, dark blue. I'm overthinking it. And that's okay. It's Saturday. Oh, it's not blue, is it? I kind of want to put it up here, even though it's got these dark splodges, but I'm going to do it anyway, just for the hell of it. And then we've got a proper clear blue, sky blue, which should probably be down here. Yeah, I'm going to squish it in between Clavilium and Aguria. So far, so good. They're a little bit squashed, but, you know. And then we've got a kind of turquoise Demel, which will be... Just comparing the colours. I'm going to squish it here in between Mellow Glow and Shimmerlung. Such lovely words. God, I'd like there to be a strange horticulture too. I doubt there will be, but I don't know. Alright, what does she want? Lesser Meridoc. I don't know that one. We know that one. I have heard of it. I think she's only going to ask for ones we haven't identified. So yeah, it's this one with the many yellow flowers. Not a favourite of mine. Sorted. A little bit of a letdown that it's happening this way, but you know, didn't even expect an epilogue at all, so. And Umbrella. It says here that Umbrella smells of strawberries. There are so many conflicting aromas in this shop, I can't pick it out. Yeah, it's this kind of ugly looking one with the pink flower. I'm not being very descriptive today. Apologise if you're only listening. Oh, yeah, she's going to do them all. We are going to be starting a new game today. Umbrella. What's next? I've never even heard of Epilogue. We think it's this one that seems to have forgotten to have any petals. I'm getting that. I haven't got one wrong yet. Oh, not wire inventory. Oh, I hate wire inventory. Try to get someone else to do it. I hope they unravel as required, Black Wolf. Pennybell next. Pennybell. Oh, this one has a really cozy name, but is really gross. Yeah. Like the flowers look like dummies. And it's yellow. But kind of off yellow. Not very satisfying. It does make you wonder if this really was needed. Okay, I'll do one more and then we'll sort them out again. My mother often uses birdom leaves in her cooking. She's too stubborn for superstitions. Birdom. Okay, so you either put it in soups and stews or it gives you bad luck. Okay, this one that looks like a daisy but with kind of rainforesty flowers. Guess we just talk amongst ourselves. We're just racking through them. Wow. I had no idea you could convert a old TV aerial. Oh, the connection. I was thinking like the literal wires and everything into HDMI. Shows why I know. Not really a tech sort of person. Okay, it's white. We don't really have white. We have off yellow. I guess that could go into some white. We'll put it next to... That's not great. It's the wandering boo. The bloody wandering boo keeps wandering around and ruining my setup. It doesn't look great, but we're going to leave it there anyway. So we've got a very strong yellow for Lesser Meriadoc, which I'm going to put in between Witch Fig, which I love saying, and Gandyroot. Then we've got the Umbrella, which has a kind of dusky pink bloom and almost a lime green foliage. Is it going to fit on my pink shelf? I just don't think it's going to blend in. I might put it on my randoms shelf up here. Then we've got the one, the naked stamen one, which I'm going to put here. Again, in between Witch Fig, not just so I can say Witch Fig, I swear. And then finally Penny Bell, another yellow, but kind of an off yellow, but very strong green leaves, so probably here. Looks a bit wonky, but we'll make it do. Between Gandyroot and Fennet. All right. We're on 73 out of 77. We have now identified 10 plants, basically, in a row. Poliscus, another herbal remedy for sore throats that doesn't work. Oh well, let's see what it looks like, at least. Does it not work? Oh. Each to their own. Poliscus, then. No, we've done those ones. Must be all the way down here. Poliscus, kind of like a daffodil but with spines. Okay. Next is Leal of Neptune. I guess this is more like for people, the satisfaction of having them all identified. It could be very frustrating for a certain type of person don't do that. To have them hang in, not be sure. So it's fine. It's fine. Leal of Neptune. This is the one with only like 4 petals, but it's quite large, so it looks like someone's plucked some petals away. Also has a hairy stamen, which again is something I never want to say. I remember pointing that out last time. Like, don't say that. Carnivorous Torrent, that is Audrey. I mean, it's the only one with carnivorous in it, so... Yoink. I do feel like some of these plants would have been used in the main game if we'd picked different routes, like been asked for different plants. Excuse me. Brittle. Yes, this is the one we confused for Devil's Nightcap for a long time. It's quite pretty. It's a very large pansy kind of formed blooms in mode. Well, I got an achievement. I feel so good. Identify all the plants. But I haven't. I've just... Oh no, there's some random plants. So, all that I was talking about, completionism. What a load of rubbish. Well, that seems to be all of them. I think you've earned the right to call yourself an experienced horticulturalist. Well, it had helped save the town. That's what you need, isn't it? Skyrim style. Yeah. I don't know what these random extra plants are, but that's okay. So we'll just put them back in their positions. Poliscus is a yellow. So we're going to put it between Gandyroot and Penny Bell. Looks a bit weird. Let's not dilly-dally any further. Leal of Neptune is a kind of teal colour, maybe tending a bit more to the blue. We have a section for that. Yep. Yoink. Between Lemon Dandy and Mellow Glow. Then we got the carnivorous torrent, which is completely green. I do think we have a section for green. Yep, here it is. I'm going to put it there between Mary's breath, that looks very rainforesty, and common trouse, which doesn't have any flowers and it's just got a few leaves on it. Looks a bit dull. Hence common, I suppose. Brittle is mauve, so we've got to go all the way down, excuse me, to the end. And here you can see why we thought it looked like Devil's Nightcap. Or no, was it? No, it wasn't Devil's Nightcap. Because I think that was a mushroom. Something about the devil. It's not going to fit, though, is it? Daisy Dock. Okay, I'm completely wrong. I don't know what I was talking about. Devils? Yeah, they're squished, but we don't want to drag this out. It's not very story-like. So we've actually got several that... This means that these should be identified. So most likely what's happened there is I've not remembered to switch. Yeah, I've not remembered to switch the labels. Which happens. Except for this little guy. We've got nothing on that one. Just for my own completionist, I am going to put the others in amongst the rest. Let's make some space. Let's move them down. I know it's thrilling to watch me sorting plants, but as I always say, this is a very relaxed sort of stream. Kind of do what we want. Or what I want, I guess, technically. But that doesn't sound very nice, does it? Here we are, though. Okay, I'm going to maybe put the mushrooms off by themselves because they're just kind of creeping me out. This one's got flies on it. I think there's one that smells like sour milk. It's all bad. It's all bad. So I've got spiky yellowish one. Oh no, it's a yellowish orange. I did not think about it. You did? You sorted plants as a job, or is it like in a plant nursery, or? See, these don't match at all. Maybe I can put those as a little segue, but then the yellows are down here. That's why I had the mushrooms. So I'm going to bring down grey sandfire as a sort of mishmash in between orange and the white that tends toward yellow. I remember I worked for a time in a florist's, and it just smells so uplifting that whenever I go past one, I can just stick my head in it. Ah, lovely. Very soothing. What am I going to do about this? I'm going to leave it up there. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. It's going to stay up there with the mushrooms and think about what it's done. I looked up hostas the other day by accident. I was actually looking up the Swedish word, and I just got loads of plants thrown back at me. I was like, no, that's not what I wanted. All right, so what we're looking at, we've got a blue Palliance. Oh, we've got a reddish one. I don't think that's going to fit in. I'm going to put Fever Kiss down here on account of it not really fitting in. It looks kind of Christmassy to me. Excuse me. So otherwise we've got a turquoise and kind of bluish tending towards purple. It's our glowing mushroom. Alright, let's grab the, what was it? Ember Soul. Kind of more greenish, so I think that would be a nice nice to put between Sheep Snap and Lemon Dandy. Almost done, guys. Watch out, because I've picked the next game and it feels like, yeah, I'm ready, but watch it like not be able to run on the stream and me just stare awkwardly around and then disappear. Good times. All right, let's grab the Palliance. Whee. That's a tricky one. It does tend toward blue, but not quite enough to go there. This one I'm gonna move the Elderfinium. It actually has green petals, And the tips of the stamen or whatever they're called are purple, so it doesn't quite fit in. This one's kind of greyish. I might put that on the end a bit. Oh, I'm messing it up now. I've ruined the whole thing. I have to start again. It's not blue enough. I mean, we've got dark blue, but we need a segue. Do we need a segue? Oh dear, what am I doing? I might move Harlequin blue down here just to not help at all. These are some of my favourites. Lady of Summer, very nice. Gilded Dendra, very pretty. I'm just going to have a look at my plants before we finished. I'm worried if I click OK, it'll just fade to black and I won't be able to look at them. I do really like the Solomon Scepter and Balanox. I've got the stems with the tiny flowers all the way up. Oh, the Norwood is pretty cool. If we get our little steampunk looking glass, you can see the pollen coming out of the Norwood through it. It's little things, isn't it? Okay, what else did I like? I do like the Royal Gentia, even though it's orchid-esque and I'm not a big fan of orchids. I guess I like the colour, it looks warm. And Wild Coal, again with the red berries and the green leaves, nice and Christmassy. Most of the blue ones, let's be honest. And the red ones are pretty nice if they're not mushrooms. Oh, but this was one of my favourites. Jacob's Worth, but for a long time we didn't know what it was called, so we just called it Emo Daffodil. Because it looks like a daffodil that's got black hoods on. Good times, good times. This one was very, very late that we picked up because it was a clue that we hadn't gotten and we put in the archive, and this cracked the whole ending, which isn't very useful if you wanted to find out for yourself. But oh well. There's Devil's Nightcap. Yeah, it doesn't look anything like I remembered, and it's not a mushroom. But what about this guy? I should be able... I'm going to sneeze again. Alright, let's remember to turn the right things off. At least there's a warning, right? This means I should know what it is. The closer inspection says the flowers are blue. So that's a keen observation. I'm going to look now in my strange book of plants for anything that doesn't have a tick. Self-propelled pollen. Yeah, it's not my best moment. Okay, I'm just seeing ticks everywhere. Is this like a secret plant? Yeah. We have no idea what this is. This is a very special blue plant that doesn't really exist, or we're going to carry on and I've just dragged it out for nothing. Closed, end the day. Nope. Okay, I've decided it's a secret plant, but we'll put it in with the others, otherwise it's, you know, it's going to be all lonely, as plants want to be. And I think it will fit in quite nicely as a nice kind of, not segue, that's a words thing. Blendiness. No, I don't have words today. I used all the words up in the week. Between Clavilium and Caldery. Alright, I think we're done. I really dragged it out. Almost half an hour. You want to name the plant Bob? Alright, let's get a little label. Bob. There you go. I'm gonna put the labels away, you know, keep everything tidy. Alright. So, there we go. That is officially the end. I still can't, I can throw it back again. There go my notes. I still can't believe that I let the credits loop for so long last time. Alright, so it's just an opportunity to get the rest of the plants figured out, apart from the secret plant called Bob. Bob the Blue. Blue Bob. Alright.